Why are you splitting up sports? Like, I'm pretty sure a woman can play basketball as well as a man if she practice and he practice. Like, what's the issue?
I got a reason to speak what's on my mind. You know I've always loved you all this time. But you gotta understand the seasons of our lives. We haven't always seen things eye to eye. You know we can't go on living on our own. So say goodbye to yesterday. If your heart is with me, then it's better you stay. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. We need a reason to go. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. I got a feeling, you know what's on my mind. You know I never left it undefined. Think you understand that we cannot rewind. Our future could be redesigned. You know we can't go on living on our own. So say goodbye to yesterday. If your heart is with me, then it's better you stay. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. We need a reason to go. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. We need a reason to go. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on.
And then this past Sunday, that's when police tracked down one of the suspects, that 12-year-old girl, charging her with all the robberies. People who live in the neighborhood are shocked that the suspect is so young.
God, where her mother at? Where this little girl mother at? Where they role models at? Where's the adults? That's the question we all trying to figure out.
You're listening.
Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
WATB with Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office, in your car, or even your neighborhood bar.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having fun. We're making it happen.
It's fun time. Open your mouth, close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise. And here it is.
Welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters, the only show that thinks furries should have more events at Mar-A-Lago. I'm Christian Bladt. He is the great Eric Zane. We're here at an earlier time, so we should really get right down to it And if you're watching the archive or listening to the audio, you have no idea. But for us, this is a whole hour earlier. It's a different world, Eric.
It is. It's bizarre. I'm sure it's messing with people's heads, actually. But that's the way we have to do it. We don't like missing shows.
No, and we also wanted to bring people the best show they're going to see all week early. We didn't want them to have to wait so long. Yeah,
we hear from that. I think there's one person in particular who believes that and leaves multiple messages, so that gives us the false impression that we're actually better than we really are.
Right, exactly. And I think that's all that really matters. Speaking of which, you can leave us a voicemail at 585-612-1388. Please do that, and we will play it on a future show. So just say it's for WATB. And Eric's going to tell you how you can give us money in the immediacy. But first, I think everybody really needs to know, you got to go to hackamania.com. You got to get your tickets for Hack to the Future, April 10th through the 12th in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. But you most importantly need to use the promo code BEARS, because if enough of you do that, you'll see both of these smiling faces at Hackamania. Otherwise, the only thing you're going to see is that.
Oh,
and come on. It's not selling any tickets, the fact that I'm going to be there. Great question, Labyrinth Mystic. I haven't looked yet, I'm afraid. So I am going to find out.
I think it's still 0, maybe 1 or 2.
It could be 2. Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's really, it's the same reason that I've never started a Patreon, because I'd hate to check and see that my own personal Patreon is 1 person, or even worse, 0. But
yes,
everyone out there should go to whoarethese.com and join the Patreon for Who Are These Podcast. You will get 2 bonus episodes every month and get to see the Saturday episodes record live, including this Saturday when the guest will be me. So check
very
that
fun.
out.
Very fun.
And Labyrinth Mystic, thanks for the 2. Happy Tuesday. Don Lemon can eat a dick. I mean, it wouldn't be the first, right? We will talk about Don Lemon in a little bit, but we've already gotten a super chat. We may have peaked for the day, Eric, with that $2, but in case anybody else is tempted, let them know how super chats work.
So if you want Christian to sign off with, a ridiculous slur that you can make up on your own, you might have to get creative, get past the censors to get that on there.
Yeah, you did notice that Labyrinth Mystic couldn't write out "eat a dick." He had to.
Right.
Yeah.
It knows.
Yeah.
Okay. It knows the shenanigans that you are attempting. Anyway, bypass the censors with your creative message that you want Christian to sign off with. Attach a dollar amount to it. Highest dollar amount will be Christian's sign off for this show. Or you can just leave a few bucks if you think that we're doing a good job.
Yeah, that doesn't usually happen, but it would be great if this is the first time where people are like, hey, I love you guys. The show is great. Or just give us a really expensive super sticker. In any case, we'll try to not lean on you too much, but just throw us a couple bucks once in a while. Otherwise, we start to feel really bad. If we've still got that 2 an hour from now,
right,
then I don't know. We might have to turn it into a WPH, which is what Steel Toe does. That's an abbreviation for White Power Hour. But I really don't want to have to do that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
That's why I explained.
Yeah, I don't know these things.
I don't know that I want to have to do that. But what I do want to have to do is head right over to local news.
WATB, who are these local news? Who are these local newscasters?
Well, Count Connor, the great Eric Connor in there with another $2, already doubling our haul for this week, has a great point. Maybe change the promo code to Rams. He is a fellow resident of Los Angeles like myself. We'll see. Hey, I don't want to spoil anything, but we'll see what happened with the Bears this week a little bit later in the show. But thank you for that. And, Eric, after I've lived in Los Angeles for 23 years, so I've kind of forgotten that, particularly this time of year, the weather in a lot of the country is just terrible. My understanding is that it's been a rough couple weeks up there in certain corners of Michigan, and I think that this isn't going to seem so strange to you. But let's take a look at my least favorite part of covering bad weather.
A lake effect scenario I can compare this to in the past couple years would be in Hamburg, New York, just south of Buffalo. That was about a year ago.
Okay, so for our audio audience, just imagine, a sandstorm, or, the way that the Tasmanian devil kind of swirls around.
Right.
It's basically the snow is doing that. It's snowing sideways. And
Yes.
this is towards the end of this guy's hit, where you can tell he just can't wait to get back into the news van, but they're still letting him talk.
Yeah.
That was in the daylight, though it was not sustained winds like this. There were moments of the fury and the hell, but this is something else here tonight on Lake Michigan, Benton Harbor, southwest Michigan, about a 2-hour drive. Normally, to Chicago.
What's the number one export of Benton Harbor, Michigan? No, don't leave yet. We still have more questions for you.
Really?
Is the county seat there? What are some other facts we can get from you, sir?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, that the thing is that area is known as Benton Harlem.
I don't think I understand why that would be.
Yeah, it's a hamlet of I don't need to explain it, but anyway, Benton Harlem, as it's known, is quite. It's known for two things: that and winds like this and snow at this time of year.
Well, let's make sure we get some more of this guy's important information. And I love the fact that they don't even have his name on the screen.
No.
Oh, no, there it is.
Robert Ray. There it is.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't need to be. You know what? When you're standing out in that, you should get the large font. Don't you think, Easy? Like,
right.
Let's put it big right there.
To the southeast, that's where Notre Dame is, Notre Dame University.
Okay.
Please be careful tonight. Let us do the documentation of this. Get off the roadways and watch Fox Weather on the stream, the app, a tablet, YouTube, wherever you can find us. We're going to keep you informed throughout the night and the coming
slowly
days.
zooming
the fury
in
of winter. We're really ratcheting up here in mid-January. Kiana?
So my thing about all of that is, like, you send a drone outside, put the camera, just park it there, make sure it's mounted. But I don't think we need that sort of coverage. It's the same thing with hurricanes, right?
Yeah, there's just some sadistic bastards that run these newsrooms that have to see that. I would assume you should get more pay for that type of horrific field, but
I'm gonna bet he doesn't.
Television doesn't make any money anymore.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, when you have weather like that, it's usually followed by stuff like this.
Cars involved in a pileup along I-196 through Zeeland, Michigan. That's on the west side of the state.
So I have a question for you, Eric. Do you know anyone who was involved in this and possibly might have lost their life? Or
No. There were only 9 people hurt in this.
Okay.
2 miles from my house. 2 miles.
That's a great answer, because this is hysterical. Just look at this.
Jake Sparks from the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office earlier this hour. Here's what Jake had to say.
Yeah, let's get some advice.
Yes, the current update is that over 100 vehicles were involved in this incident. There was a couple dozen semi-trailer truck trailers that were involved as well. Between 9 and 12 people were injured during the crashes.
And I'm just going to stop it there. Between 9 and 12 people. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, they had, and this is a very white part of the state and country, so they had to determine the ethnicity before they were to either say 9 or 12 people. They wouldn't, you know what I mean?
They're wondering if some people perhaps count as 3/5.
Correct.
Correct.
So
that's fair.
That's what you have there. It's a shit show. You can get very, very bad weather around here, so we're into it, and so that's just the way it is. We're built to handle this.
Oh my gosh, this is breaking news. I'm going to let you read this. This is very important.
Labyrinth Mystic, what does that mean? Is it he signed up for 3 straight months?
Well, he's been a member of the YouTube channel, the WATP YouTube channel, for 3 months. If I'm going to guess, he periodically gets gifted a membership because it's not 3 concurrent months. Yeah.
So he says, you got this one. I use promo code BEARS. Don't feel down. Remember that Karmic Mersh couldn't sell enough to make it either. You're not making excuses.
That's right. We're not making excuses. We're making money. That's what we're doing. We're making money.
Whoever those
Patrick
people
Melton.
are. I think I know those names. I've heard of Mersh.
Yeah, for Revenge of the Sis, and
yes.
I don't got time for Karmic. It's we'd have to do a bonus episode. For Labyrinth Mystic with 2 more Mo code bears could catch you some gay tickets. Look, I mean, whichever way anybody leans, if they want to use promo code bears to save 10% off their tickets for Hackamania, maybe King of the Dabbleverse. He feels like Zane stinks, which I've never been in the same room as you, so I don't know if you stink. I could ask Carl. Lucy Tightbox would say you smell wonderful. So
she loves
biased.
my musk and my essence, and I love hers.
Yeah.
She loves that we are ripe together. If we were both stinky, it would be amazing.
Yeah, right. I mean, come
to
Hackamania to smell both Lucy Tightbox and Eric Zane.
We both have odor issues. I mean, we both kind of look like we stink.
Yeah, but a good kind of stink. Like after all day,
it's a smell of lust, is what it is.
Exactly. So driving around that part of the country, even the slows, even the slow adults know that you shouldn't drive fast.
Don't know how to drive, and as soon as it gets slick out, they're driving like it's summertime still.
Hoffman says with the already slick roads and the blowing snow on top of it, drivers should take the road conditions seriously and exercise caution.
With that rain that we had and the freezing and refreezing, it's pretty slick out here.
That was a crack pipe in his hand, by the way. And you notice he has meth teeth. That is a very look at that. He could eat corn through a fucking picket fence.
Is that a meth pipe? I'm a little bit too square to know what that is.
Yeah, I think it is. We have a lot of that there. It's especially in that part of the state. Muskegon is what's described as the hard living line.
Oh my gosh, we're learning so much about Michigan.
Oh yeah,
in just these first 10 minutes. This is amazing.
This guy's he's upwardly mobile compared to most of the people in that community.
Right.
The fact that he has a car.
He does look familiar. People might recognize him from his many Dabbleverse shows.
Just floundering like a dope on his own show when he had an opportunity to work with some real talent, not Christian Bladt, some real talent.
So, yes, I do believe that's Stevie Lou, who people know from MLC. And
I remember
honestly,
we've talked about him.
Yeah.
I remember the shape of his head. It looks like a Tylenol.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And I don't hold a grudge, but boy, I still have that clip from 2 years ago. I was able to put my hands right on it. Now, keep your eyes peeled, because in this next clip, you'll also be able to find Stevie Lou again.
Oh my God.
From spilling out of the kitchen cabinet to overrunning every inch of the floor, pet rats.
Hi, little stinker.
Hundreds of
that right there is so this for our audio audience, this house is teeming with rats.
Right.
I don't play every one of these stories because there's so many rats in this house.
Okay. So these creatures aren't like, this isn't an unwanted infestation. This person loves this.
Unfortunately, these are domesticated rats and not well cared for, as we'll find out.
Hundreds of them running amok inside this Rocky Point home.
It's a disaster inside. It's very hard to breathe. You need, masks. You need gloves.
By the way, I do love this gentleman. His name is Frankie Florida. He's the president of the Strong Island Animal Rescue, I guess in Long Island. Frankie Florida.
No, I think it's Frankie Floridia.
Yeah,
Floridia.
You know what? You're right. It is Frankie Floridia. I liked his name Frankie Florida better, but you're
Either
right.
way, it's
just a bad situation.
Frankie Floridia and other volunteers
If I
from
just
Strong
listened.
Island Animal Rescue have been capturing
So
as many
stupid.
rats as they can.
Just tossing them in bins.
To get proper care.
But it doesn't matter. You grab 100, and then 100 more show up.
Yeah,
all
at
of
that
the
point, you
rats
just have
are
to
being
light
treated-
the thing on fire.
Well, we're going to
Stevens
see.
says all of the rats are being treated for mites. She says this could have been avoided through rat separation.
Okay, how's that work?
Everybody knows rodents reproduce very, very quickly. So I personally feel that, if they were just separated, you keep the males with the males and the females with the females.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, rats, you fucking. Thank you.
Oh.
Wait, what was that?
This is the one I wanted.
I don't even know what that means.
Instead of Frankie Floridia,
Yeah, I don't get it.
he's suggesting his name would be Frankie Fagala. That's weird. I've never heard of that last name.
I was really wondering how you were going to say it, and you just went right for it. All right. So they have this house with hundreds and hundreds of domesticated rats, and there's a bit of outreach here.
Volunteers are looking for Good Samaritans to offer foster care and also monetary donations to help with the rodents' health care.
Okay, so the reporter mentions that, and just wait for the reaction for the anchor back in the studio.
Live in Rocky Point, Shantae Lands, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
I, for one, have never heard of rat foster care before. All right, Shantae, learn something new every day.
Does she look like she might want to take a rat? Although she's probably had, rat excrement injected into various parts from the neck up. Although I guess
wow.
Yeah.
It's like the poster child for bulimia or anorexia here. Look at this chick.
So, I think that there's an easy fix, and you kind of touched on it. Blowtorch the house.
Yeah, you just gotta understand. It's not
or just a
worth it.
crate of decon. I think that's still the strongest rodent poison you can get out there. So
right. I can't. I mean, to even suggest that they would be open to adopting people adopting hundreds of rats.
Can you imagine? You're like gonna go over to your buddy's house, and he's like, "Oh, listen, it's gonna be. Don't be surprised. My wife is fostering 50 rats." Well, look, there's a lot of problems with unwanted house guests, which brings us to a segment we've neglected in 2026.
WATV, who are these bears? Who are these bears?
And it's been a minute. It's been about a month since we've talked about our friend Ken Johnson in Altadena, California, not far from here.
Well, that's the humorless, emotionless guy who has a big fucking bear living under his house.
But he did reach the big time because he was covered on Inside Edition. So technically this is national news. And I thought it was a good way to recap this story.
Still there. That bear who moved into the crawl space under this house sure seems to have found his forever home.
Can always get right in
there. It's now
there.
been 32 days since the giant bear barricaded himself at this home in Altadena, California.
My friend named him Unbearable, and at this point, he really fits that name.
Home run, Johnson! Home run!
One of my favorite things about when they show the bear when he's coming out, he always gets halfway out and then rests like, oh boy, oh, what a day. Here we go again, ready to get after it.
It is kind of the way I
get shit together.
It is kind of the way I get off the couch.
Yeah, I mean, he always pauses like, oh, fuck me, gotta go to work.
Another day, another dollar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Really fits that name. And it's like I'm always waiting for the other paw to drop.
He's just full of jokes, isn't he?
Yeah, just deadpan, isn't he? What's his name? Ken Johnson?
Ken Johnson, yeah.
And of course, he has the most common vanilla name on the planet.
Yeah.
Ken Johnson, comedian.
Yes, and there are people in the chat who might be thinking, hey, he's funnier than a few comedians we can think of. That Zumakian delivery, it's, I think it's very sweet. It's just missing one thing.
Thank you. Please clap. I force applause breaks.
Of course, I like how he says, please clap, and then explains what he's doing.
Yeah, why? It's like, there's a reason
Like
why
we
you have to clap. I know. That's why that version of the clip isn't just the please clap. Because
He's in my Deadpool this year, by the way.
Who is Chad?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's every night. I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's go.
But we don't actually want to see anything happen. We want it to happen naturally.
I don't care as long as he's not breathing. As long as he's tits up, I don't give a fuck.
Just like we want John Melendez to live 10 more years and give us 10 more years of content.
Homeowner Ken Johnson is at his wit's end.
I've just been so frustrated with just the whole situation. I'm exhausted,
He looks
Every
tired.
noise I hear, the house settling, I wonder if it's the bear, and I can't sleep very well.
We first showed you the bear removing a screen on the side of the home. Down he goes, head first, squeezing his giant backside into the underground den. When it comes
That is a very Dank DeMoss size ass, that derriere. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
That reminds me that someone would send me pictures from Dank DeMoss's OnlyFans, and I accessing them in my memory. I think I might need to go throw up a little bit, but
yes,
we'll stay with the bear.
to getting out, the 500-pound bear gets stuck. The massive beast struggles. He pushes again and is finally free. Now a bear trap has been positioned by Fish and Game in the driveway.
Now, we did see a little bit about this back in December, but I think it's always fun to revisit the bear trap incident.
But the pesky bear hasn't taken the bait. This is how it's supposed to work.
When he tugs on that, it loosens all this, and then the door closes.
In an Inside Edition oops moment, we may have accidentally triggered the trap by getting too close.
So
I could have killed the fucker.
The cameraman could have gotten decapitated. And also, they're like, this is a little oopsie. And Ken Johnson's like, motherfucker, do you know how hard it was for me to find a to roast a turkey and put it there hanging from that wire?
Our bad. When the trap is triggered,
Yeah.
it can hurt someone and it can become ineffective because of human odor. At this point, this frustrated homeowner just wants his unwelcome tenant to leave.
He's stubborn. He's a stubborn bear.
He is a stubborn
He's
bear.
as stubborn as I am hilarious.
Check me out at Zany's this weekend.
He's as stubborn as I am dynamic.
You know,
Ken Johnson.
It'd be a short drive for him to go to the Ice House in Pasadena, where I went over the weekend with the great Adam Bush and his wife. That's right, jealous. I got to hang out with Dabbleverse royalty. All right, so we have that is a little recap, and I'm not gonna lie, there are 3 chapters still to go, but I'm gonna save them. This is gonna be all we deal with this week. No. There's so much more with this story, but this is the next step in the evolution of it.
Johnson says the bear moved under his Altadena home just before Thanksgiving and never really left.
If I kept track of everything I tried, it would be, bear 14, homeowner 0.
Again, he's full of the bear jokes,
Yes.
I'm trying to think if we've said anything too mean about him. I might try and get him on the show. Just you tell some bear jokes.
I'm sure we could get him on. He's loving this. This is the best thing that's ever happened to Ken Johnson.
That's true.
California Department of Fish and Wildlife stepped in at first, setting a trap near the crawl space. But instead of catching the large bear under Johnson's home,
it was the brain of a local drifter. Nobody's going to miss it. It'll be fine.
The trap caught a smaller bear, the wrong one.
Yeah,
caught the wrong fucking bear.
He caught Boo Boo when all he wanted was Yogi. So that's nobody wants Boo Boo.
That bear was hauled away and the bigger bear stayed put.
Well, I was kind of sad for the other bear at first, but then I'm like, well, if this bear comes out now, where's he going to go?
Biologists later tried again using air horns to flush the bear out. Johnson says it looked like it was finally working until he says they suddenly got a call ordering them to stand down.
Very defeated. Oh, yeah. I mean, I just dropped because
stand down.
Well, now what? It's all up to me?
So this is, we can poke fun at poor Ken Johnson, but the department, the wildlife department here in California they were like, all right, you guys got to stop. So this begins a new era in this story.
And what? I'm supposed to watch my phone when he comes out in the middle of the night, or like sleep in the kitchen and listen for him every night? I even asked, okay, so as long as you guys are gone, can I still use the bait to get him? No, can't do that.
Since then, Johnson says he can hear the bear moving around, presumably doing a lot of damage under his home.
I can hear the plastic being shredded underneath, and even one of the cameras picked it up, just bulldozing through it. It's a mess under there.
This video of a broken pipe prompted him to shut off his gas on Christmas Eve.
Oh, I didn't realize he's got like home infrastructure under there too. Jesus. Fuck.
Yeah. So he had to turn off his gas. So,
the house blows up.
Well, everybody, we're having Hungry Man dinners for Christmas. Enjoy.
and he hasn't had any hot water since.
I'm just exhausted from the whole thing. You know, I get my mind off it for a little bit, and then suddenly I get flooded back with, oh, that's right, can't take a hot shower.
You can always
I gotta
tell yourself
monitor the
joke.
situation.
Yeah, you know so many.
Yeah.
You can go to. I think you would have some fun. You know, you can get a shower at the YMCA. I've heard that you can get a good meal.
Sure, that's
you
your
can-
problem, Ken.
Yeah, just
Sorry.
Go. You probably have some fun there at the YMCA.
Bears and homeless
every time they-
people have more rights than Ken Johnson does.
Obviously.
Phone buzzes. It's like, is that him? Do I have to go and keep him away?
Yeah.
So the Bears texting him late at night.
Yes, the Bears like, read me a story, you fuck.
Ken.
Come rub my paws.
You up? Question mark.
Now, Johnson says he plans to sue, accusing the agency of negligence and emotional distress.
Because this has gone on long enough, and it's something that they should deal with. I mean, it's a tagged bear. They've dealt with it before. They chose not to euthanize it, and now it's back. And it's just going to keep on doing this.
KTLA legal analyst Allison Treasel says the department has a duty to protect homeowners when there's a public safety threat.
There is no threat. It's fine. It's okay.
Well, to
And you're
turn
gonna
off
have
his
to live
gas.
with it. Too bad. Move, you fuck. It's not
Go
your
get
house
a new
anymore.
house. That's
Yeah.
really what you got to do. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll find out next week what happened with the lawsuit.
Oh, fuck that.
Look, we gotta tease it forward. Not you
All
don't
right,
just
well,
tease.
next week.
Yeah,
You hear
next
that,
week.
you fucking cheap pricks?
Yeah.
Come on, next week.
Next week we will find out what's going on, and the story will not be over next week. I'll spoil it that far, but all right. Well, that bear is one of the most famous people that we feature on the show, but let's head over for some actual celebrity news.
WATV, who are these celebrity news? Who are these celebrity news?
Teen Mom Farrah Abraham was on TMZ Live, and Harvey Levin and the other guy, whose name I never remember.
Yeah, those lovers, those two guys.
Possibly.
I think they taste each other's assholes. I really believe that.
Right, and we can all figure which one would be more delicious.
Remember when they were like, when Charlie Kirk got shot and you could hear all those people in the newsroom cheering?
Yeah, and they were like, nope, that's not what they were
They
cheering
were like,
about.
oh no, someone just did great on fantasy football. It's,
right, exactly.
They're not cheering because Charlie Kirk just got murdered in cold blood as a gruesome video.
Well, they've set their sights on Teen Mom Farrah Abraham. She was the original Teen Mom on the MTV show Teen Mom. And she's running for mayor of Austin, Texas.
How old is she now? Like 30?
I think pretty close to that. I think she's in her late 20s, maybe 30. I could Google it, but instead I'm just going to keep talking.
Yeah.
So let's see what they want to talk to her about her campaign for governor of Austin. Sorry, I'm the idiot now. I'm making fun of this breath.
Mayor.
Stupid.
Mayor.
Yeah, but as soon as I said it, I'm like, I'm sorry.
You
Mayor.
knew.
I knew. Mayor of Austin. Yeah.
So I'm doing good. Thank you guys. I'm super excited to be a candidate for mayor of Austin. I'm running super early, so I can't wait to see who's going to run with me and challenge me.
So sometimes people say the less you know, the more you like. You are now giving them many years to make a decision
We should say
because the election's not until 2028. Why so early?
Oh.
So that's the look on her face.
Yeah,
right there.
Very. And the way her lips, did she develop a cleft palate or something like that? You ever see someone who has like a can open her mouth?
Yes. The chrome off the trailer hitch, I believe, is what we used to say back in the day. So they mention, did she kiss a curling iron? You know what, Calvertons? It's entirely possible. So mentioning that the Austin mayor's race is 2 years away.
Why so early?
Oh, for some reason, the mayor election is 2026. I don't know. That's just what the office told me as well.
We should get some clarity here.
Are you okay? So am I running for district? So district will be, which is federal. I'm running local right now. So
This is the moment where she's like, okay, no. I'm not the stupid one. You guys are the stupid ones. Yeah. So district will be in 2028.
Local is a little bit different than federal. I did say my hope after running for local is for a local district, which is in 2028. So I do have hopes for running for district, but for right now, I'm going to stay in a nonpartisan category, which is mayor.
Okay, I want to make sure we can get some clarity here.
I'm just going to be running for mayor, which is 2026. You also have Spencer Pratt, who's going to be running for mayor for Los Angeles.
That election actually is this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
yeah. So I don't believe mayors are on a different
Yeah, no, it's different in every
I just
city.
know what the so I just know what my city.
Spencer Pratt is running for
She thinks all mayors. It's a mayor year, so all cities have to have elections at the same time.
There'll be more to this in a second, but the way that something like this works is kudos to whoever did the pre-interview with her. Realized she thought that the race was this year and didn't correct her.
Right.
Like,
so then these lovers, they know better, and
they might know better, and they do some fact checking.
Call the city hall in Austin, Texas, and find out when the election for mayor is in Austin. Maybe call the mayor's office.
So they're going through all this, but what do you think the odds are that they know already? That she's
of course. So now this is fantastic because she has no clue.
No clue whatsoever.
Call the mayor's office. So Farah, we just got this in our ear. The election's in 2028. So, there was a 2-year term with a vacancy in 2022, but now it's aligned with the presidential election. So it is 2028. So I think you may have jumped the gun here.
I love that I jumped the gun. I love if I jumped the gun. But yeah, so I think, I don't know, there's also a lot going on locally. So if someone also misinterpreted that and told me different, that's okay too.
So
look at that freeze on her. Jesus.
Yeah. She knows exactly who told her when it was. And kudos to that person who also was like, this would be really funny if she thinks that it's this year.
Her big thing is she had a child when she was like 3 or 4 years old.
I believe she was in high school.
Okay.
She was the first subject of the first season of the MTV show Teen Mom. Yeah.
So she's only famous because she got pregnant at a young age.
Yes, because her then boyfriend had no pullout game. I believe that's the way that story is told, at least the way that I remember it. So yes, and but look, well suited to be mayor of a city. You know what? Yep. Okay. You know what? Chad's missing upper lip is going to know things like this. I knew that first part. She did porn. But then she shit on tape, and that I haven't
shit on tape. You mean like she was recorded taking a dump?
Yeah.
Or she like put down some tape and then shit on it and it stuck to it.
It was. I'm gonna assume it was filmed. 2 girls, 1 cup style, but it's just her. Maybe.
Fuck.
Maybe she did it with her out of wedlock bastard child. She took a 2-foot shit on OnlyFans. Thank you. See, now these are the things that we can't share, but you guys can educate easy about it. I knew she had done
2-foot shit.
That was going to be my big kicker, but boy, I didn't know that she had taken shits on OnlyFans.
Took a 2-foot shit.
I tell you, I didn't want to see her naked, but I kind of want to see that 2-foot shit. So,
I'm a big fan of watching people shit, frankly.
If anybody wants us to post it in the Discord over there, the Who Are These Broadcasters has its own channel on the Who Are These Podcasts Discord. You can go to whoathese.com to join for free. Well, that was the unofficial kickoff of this segment.
Who are these politics? Who are these politics?
I didn't think we were going to hear from former New York City Mayor Eric Adams again so soon, but I could not be happier that we have. And Eric, you talk a lot about the amount of time and effort I put into this show. I spent at least an hour to make sure that I could find the unbleeped version of this video because everybody was just happy to play the bleeped version. And I'm like, it has to be somewhere where you can
really?
hear.
Because I actually had it.
God damn it. Well, if we ever talk,
I'm so sorry.
If we ever talked during the week, I could have.
Yeah, I know. I should have sent it along to you, but no.
You know, I'm all in on all things Eric Adams, so you didn't have to worry about it. So this is an altercation, and we don't have the beginning of it, but this is nobody has the beginning of it. So like a passenger is behind these two interacting. So there is one passenger coming off an airplane. She realizes it's Eric Adams. She has some unkind things to say to him, and he's not the mayor anymore. He can say whatever he wants.
Eric Adams, please punch me in the face. I would love if you punch me in the face. Okay.
So she's trying to, hopefully have a lawsuit, being like, "Oh my God, please punch me in the face." And I mean, she's wearing a gas mask walking off an airplane, so I don't even think she would feel it, in all honesty. But
no,
I didn't realize people still traveled like that. But that's not the nature of this video. But I do love how clearly he's like, "I'm not the mayor anymore. Go fuck yourself."
I would love if you punch me in the face. Okay, you can get fucked too.
What?
All right. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah. Things are over. Yeah, good. Thank God. Damn. I can see your ugly ass face everywhere. Damn.
So there's the moment where he's like, I could see a little Brooklyn in you. You know what?
Yeah, you're about to see I said something about you're about to see the Brooklyn in me or whatever, which I guess means he's going to kick her ass. Is that what they do?
No, he's saying that he's respecting her being so feisty. He probably also realized whoever's behind them is filming. So he's like, all right, I already said go fuck yourself, but
Yeah, I'm actually on his side here. Unless unless if there was something that we didn't see that he was but she seems like the type that would just try to piss him off.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't happy with the job he did when he was the goddamn mayor. That's all this is.
Right, exactly.
That's what I would bet.
Yes, I think that's what it is. There's not that much more to it.
That's nice.
Yeah. All right.
Shut up.
So yeah.
I don't know. I'm on Team Adams here because I don't trust anybody that nowadays wears a mask.
They're
troublemaker.
It's immediate. Yeah, it's like what is she hiding?
Yeah, shut up.
First question.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, there was a fun event at Mar-A-Lago over the last week, and there's lots of copywritten music playing in it. So we'll just kind of talk about this video. I think it was released by someone named Patriot Takes. And so this is people in fancy, as you'll hear it described in a little bit, 18th century ball gowns, dressed like dogs.
Wow.
So
this is Eyes Wide Shut.
It's funny that you say that, because this is a very furry friendly event at Mar-A-Lago, and lots of people dressed like dogs dancing, and there's a few questions that immediately come to mind. There's slow dancing, obviously there's mixed breeds of dogs, which I didn't think that people who were members of Mar-A-Lago would respect that sort of thing. So it's 2026. I guess it's a new world.
Creepy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So the first question people might have is people wondering, yes, Trump was present and spoke at this event. So we want to find out more about it.
I wish I could get the footage of him talking. Can you imagine if he was wearing a mask?
If he came out with a dog mask and it was like, it's your favorite president. I'm not a schnauzer. Yeah. Oh, that would have been great. But doing a better job providing commentary on this than I could ever hope to is Tim Dillon, who talked about it on his show.
I'm not a prude. Have parties, dress up in a costume, whatever. But don't you think that somebody would say, you know what? Americans are broke.
Okay.
Having a eyes wide shut, and I'm sure they weren't fucking at that party because they're all octogenarian. They're like elderly. Maybe they were. But they were like old people wearing dog masks and 18th century ball gowns. Don't you think if we fill the country club that the president owns with people in dog masks and 18th century ball gowns during a period of economic hardship Also,
he's going to make a point that I did
you know what? That's the thing about what's mad. I always like this about Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
He's always going to deliver, but he will make you wait with some long, drawn out descriptors before he actually drops the hammer.
Yes, he definitely is making people wait a little bit, and it's definitely fun to watch.
Which is part of the fun.
He thought of something that I didn't. That as of now, the person believed to be the shooter, the murderer of Charlie Kirk, was in a relationship with a furry. And I did not think of that. But leave it to Tim Dillon to connect those dots.
Someone who kind of was into similar things shot our friend. They shot that guy. Do you think that there was any optics discussion there? Do you think anyone sat down and went, this isn't ideal?
It's not ideal
to have this going on. It just seems like the point of everything is to demoralize you.
I mean, I don't know if it's intended that way, but I could see how it could be demoralizing. And Stash, Tim Dillon's friend that overlapped at every single joke, ruined his show.
No, that would be Ben, and fuck you.
Yeah,
he was great.
During some of this, I did hear Ben, and what I do think, to Stash's credit, I do think Ben's mic is a little lower than he used to be, but
I thought Ben left.
Oh, okay. Well, the new Ben, I guess.
All right, maybe there's a new Ben, but when Ben was there, it was subtle. So I don't know what the fuck.
So they do the due diligence. Ben Avery is a goat. Thank you, Chaz, missing upper lip. I could have Googled and explained to you what this event was, but Tim Dillon, again, does such a better job than I could ever do. So let's hear him.
Humane Society's 15th annual Hero Dog Awards Gala.
Okay, that's what this was.
Hero Dog Awards Gala.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, can you look this up? The Hero Dog Awards. Okay. Make it a little bigger so I can read it here in my furry mask.
It's a great
For
line.
15 years, our nationwide competition has invited dog owners across America to nominate their canine heroes, whether they're service dogs helping people with disabilities, again, largely fake.
Which I love that.
Outside of a few blind, the dogs that are helping the blind, seeing eye dog, the service dog phenomenon is a largely fake phenomenon. It just is what it is. Therapy dogs bringing comfort to those in need, again, also largely fake. Now, there's some great dogs in the hospital and stuff, but let's be honest. It's usually some bitch in yoga pants on an American Airlines flight with a Pomeranian. It's fake.
So, he's, explaining his thoughts about it. He's conceding, yes, of course, there are a couple of dogs that help out, but there are others that, maybe the stories aren't so inspirational. So he goes through the bios of the dogs being honored at this event.
Sergeant Bo is a dedicated therapy dog who would spend time with the IDF. After the IDF had lit Palestinians on fire, many of them expressed pangs of regret. Bo cheered them up, and just his presence reminded them that everything they were doing was incredibly necessary, and in fact, they should do it more frequently and more efficiently.
It's a little self-indulgent because it just made me laugh so much, but he reads up on another dog.
Donald is a dedicated guide dog who helped Pam Bondi by eating some of the Epstein files she promised to release to the general public. Donald ate the files and then was taken to the vet to have his stomach pumped. Interesting. I didn't know that was.
He's making it all up and making it seem like he's reading the facts and doing a pretty good job making it seem like he's reading.
Job. I had to rewind to get that. So he's doing that, but then he to wind this all up, he's like, actually, the real descriptions of the dogs are preposterous.
I actually read the real one is funnier than what I actually am saying. This is how fake this is. What moment best shows Donald the dog's heroism? Sometimes being a hero means knowing when not to obey. Donald once suddenly stopped and refused to move forward, blocking his handler from stepping ahead. Only then did they realize the sidewalk had been torn up by construction. His smart, instinctive decision to disobey kept his handler out of harm's way. Do you realize how fake this is? Apparently, this dog stopped this bitch from tripping over a traffic cone. Get this the fuck out of here.
It's just the fact that he called her a bitch. So, he started off by pointing out that this was a family event at Mar-A-Lago for families, children of service members and first responders, and this wholesome event where furries are dancing with regular people for a cause that I don't think Tim Dillon's going to donate to. But, is it the end of the world? Tim at one point said it is the end of the world. It's hysterical to me. I don't know. I'll let our audience decide if this is really the end of the world. Easy. But what do you think?
I'm so creeped out by seeing these images. It's horrific. I cannot believe Trump, of all people, would allow this nonsense to happen on his residence.
Well, he would definitely need the plausible deniability of just not being there. Like, oh yeah, I'll be out of town.
Yeah, this is sick.
Yeah,
fuck this.
Well, obviously, we don't need to spend too much time talking about the fun in what's been going on in Minnesota, but we have gotten.
There's been some amazing video moments.
I have a couple of things that I want to get into, and the first is fitting in the theme of this show. We're going to see Jake Tapper interviewing Kristi Noem, and we're going to hear words that we don't usually hear on CNN.
The officer's cell phone video.
So we're going to see this video of the incident, I believe, itself. But, oh, wait, he gets mad.
This is number 7, folks.
I love that. Because
this is the big one.
Yeah. So, but he's got some thoughts about what we hear the officer say after.
This is number 7, folks.
I just wanted to hear that again.
Get out of the mall.
Fucking bitch. Okay. So we hear a shot, calls her a fucking bitch. I think that our audience is going to feel how they want about what happened in between.
Oh yeah, our audience is like that dude should have said the word dead in between fucking and bitch.
But so we get to hear that on CNN, which that's surprising. But here's what's more surprising.
Is that Agent Ross's voice calling Renee Good a fucking bitch?
Oh, we got Jake Tapper calling her fucking bitch on
face to
CNN.
face with Noem.
Yeah. You could probably imagine what her answer is. So that to me is where we come in on the show. We're not going to break down the video and tell you what we think, but we are going to take a look at our buddy Robo Shitstain MK9000 turned me on to the fact that Don Lemon was part of a number of far leftist activists.
Yeah, he's like boots on the ground for those fuckers.
They stormed a church in St. Paul, Minnesota, the City Church in St. Paul, Minnesota. And this is a clip that has made the rounds. So I want to start with Don Lemon. You can say what you want about how he's dressed, talking to the pastor of this church.
Shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah. We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
Please don't push me.
Well, she didn't push him. He just wants to go say some prayers.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they go in the middle of its service, and we'll see more of what they're up to. Obviously he's covering this, and this, I don't know. I feel like this is not necessarily the way to make your point. But you know what? What do I know? Don, a little bit before this, had an observation that I thought was funny.
The music is so loud in here.
Yes, because it's a church service and everyone's singing. They want to make sure Jesus hears them.
Okay, so this is like an evangelical type of church.
Yeah, I'm not sure which specific denomination.
Right. We don't know, but it's got some rock band qualities and maybe some hand clapping. So
yeah, but to the point that you might be making, it's very white. So
right. It's definitely it's white and right.
The clapping is out of rhythm.
I want you to show this, Mike. These guys are praying. They have their hands up. And there you see. And look, this is a juxtaposition. This shows you just how divided America is. When you look at the protesters here, and then you look at the people there who are praying. And you know what was the interesting thing? If these two groups could just get together, they might figure out what to do.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's something to be said for that, Don, but, maybe don't kick in the door to their church in the middle of a service.
Yeah.
You hang out outside and be like, hey, does anybody want to have a conversation?
He's trying to act like he's above it all, but he's part of the one half of the people in this.
Yeah.
He's a joke, Don Lemon. He's an absolute joke.
If you want to see him talk to people he feels that he's above, he corners this old guy.
Interrupted our worship. This is a house of peace, and we try to proclaim that. And this stirs division and rancor. And in the end, it's not helpful. Ultimately, I believe they've lost. They've emptied a house of worship. Everybody's gone home. Their point has been proven worthless. And so, in the end, I think they lose. But more importantly, if I was to break into any of their houses uninvited, cause derision and upset according to their values, I would be kicked out ultimately. It's not a good way. I feel violated.
Yeah, please do.
No, I was going to say Don needs to interrupt him.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not interrupting. I'm hoping Don puts an end to it.
Don't worry. Don has a great point.
I feel interrupted. I feel angry.
May I ask you something? When you were saying if you had showed up at their house, they're saying that people are showing up at houses where they're citizens or without due process and breaking and entering the house. One that we saw, I've been watching from New York, with a battering ram. And just
You like that? I've been watching from New York, where obviously people smarter than you are able to take in these events and process it and tell you how you should feel.
Someone's private property, and there's no recourse. There's no, you understand what I'm saying?
This is all part of a much larger dialogue.
That doesn't need to be had here. So this guy kind of storms off. He's like, all right, I'm done talking to you. He doesn't recognize Don Lemon. He says at one point, you're not a reporter. And he's like, I am a reporter. He's not really a reporter anymore, though, because he got fired from CNN. He does what we do. He has the YouTube channel. Yeah,
He has 55 people watching him at any given show.
Any given show.
To facts.
The way Troy writes when he bent down, did Don just try to suck his dick?
Thank you, Troy. So
I understand one thing though, without getting too far down the rabbit hole. So Don Lemon's point is, us coming in and interrupting your church service, that's the same as ICE coming in and taking illegal aliens.
Well, they feel that Christians should feel that it's wrong and they should be speaking out. And I don't know why they chose this church to go into. I mean, if they had a big enough group, maybe you go into like every church in the Twin Cities, and then you're trying to make a point. But instead, they pick out this one.
Yeah, this is the dog and pony show, is what this is.
So Don's lament here.
They won't listen to facts.
No.
You won't because
when you pose as a journalist,
I am a journalist. Journalist gives.
You're not. You're posing as a journalist. This guy's right.
And then you start correcting me with facts, and don't have.
You shouldn't hear the facts.
Of course, I
most
should hear
of the people
facts.
who are picked up
but will
are
you
not.
Give me the facts on both sides.
That is the facts on both sides.
Do you think is that what we know about Don Lemon? That he's a big both sides guy?
Yeah, there is no credibility whatsoever with this fucking asshole.
So
he pisses me off.
A day or two later, Don's explaining what happened. I don't know who this is that he's talking to, but we were talking about rat poison earlier, and you can see the injection spots.
certain degree of racism there, and there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice, but I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from
that's
supremacy,
Jim Norton's
a
next
white
wife.
supremacy, and they think that this country.
Wait, this was the key of what he says is how he summarizes who's there at this church.
A supremacy. Comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy. And they think that this country was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left England because we wanted religious freedom.
Okay.
We wanted religious freedom for Christians. Shh. And wait, Don.
It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian and only if you're a white male.
Yes, that's how this country was built. What's the part of this you're missing, Don?
Pretty much. And so, yeah, I absolutely 100%, but it's an
Anyway, that was the sort of the fun part that, where he explains it's like, well, we went to this church because they're white supremacists. But the best part of all of this, the reason why I'm wasting any time at all with this, is Nicki Minaj tweeted some thoughts about what he did. And, he doesn't necessarily take time to let cooler heads prevail. And if you can read it,
I can read it.
Go ahead, read what
Don cocksucking Lemon is disgusting. How dare you? I want that thug in jail. He would never do that to any other religion. Lock him up. So interesting. She's a black woman, right?
But she was at I think Charlie Kirk's funeral.
Okay, so she's a right-wing black woman.
She is now, yeah. She's speaking with
Erica. A thug.
Yeah, and she wanted to give credit to J.D. Vance. You might remember the clip. She refers to him as the assassin, and then she realizes that at Charlie Kirk's memorial, giving credit to the assassin, no matter who you're talking about, might not actually be the thing to do. All right, Don Lemon, he's prepared with a response.
So people have been asking me about responding to Nicki Minaj's unhinged, homophobic tweet about me. I usually don't respond to this stuff, but let me just say this. Nicki Minaj, stop talking about shit for which you know nothing about. This is out of your depth, by the way, and you are a homophobic bigot. You don't care about African Americans, and you're not an African American.
I thought she was. I don't know. I don't know what she is. Yeah.
He's basically saying she's stupid. It's out of your depth.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Go run for mayor of Austin.
From what I know, you are reportedly an undocumented citizen, so you should be deported under Donald Trump's rules.
So all of a sudden, what ICE is doing is okay, because it could mean that Nicki Minaj gets yanked out of her home and kicked out of the country. So he goes to Minnesota. He goes to St. Paul. He goes to the church. He's making a point, but then he gets mad at Nicki Minaj. He's like, "Man, I can't wait till ICE drags you out of your fucking house."
Fuck. Is it? How does he make money now? Is this is it?
The same way he makes money. My understanding is that he makes money the same way that we do. Super chats.
Okay. All right. Which we don't have any. We've hit a dry spell. We had 2 people.
Yeah. And it's been about an hour since we've had them. And
holy shit.
Here's the thing. This is what we get for doing the show an hour early. You've got people that are probably about to tune in. And that, Eric, is when all the money is going to come in.
Okay. All right. There's still time. There's still time.
There's always time. There's more time. I think he's got one more thought on Nicki Minaj.
And the other thing is that your family members, you have one family member who's reportedly a sex offender, the other family member, your husband or whatever, a sex offender is your husband, and one of them is reportedly a pedophile. And you have nerve to talk about me and what you think that I do?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, that doesn't mean she's not right.
How does he know? Like, why is he so ashamed of his life choices? She called him Don Cocksucking Lemon.
Yeah.
And I think probably a lot of people call him that.
Do.
And he's like, he should be proud. It means he's great at it, right?
Right. Yeah. Like if I was really good at cocksucking, I'd be happy that people use that as my name, Eric Cocksucking Zane. That's a big thing. If I suck dick, you better believe I'm going to be the best at it.
You hear that? Chad's missing upper lip. CNN did give Don $100 million to go away. I didn't think it was that much, Stash.
Wasn't $100 million. Shut
but
up.
They gave him a lot of what was owed him on his contract. Look, listen, that was you can give somebody $100 million to go away. So we appreciate that. Thank you for explaining that. And King Caprese is here, talking about how a broken clock is right twice a day. We have a clip from King Caprese that will bring us, for people who are tuning in at our usual start time, they're going to be excited that right here at the top of the hour is when we're going to hit sports.
Who are these sports? You know what I'm saying? Who are these sports? Let's see who's playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what society.
I didn't see what had our friend the one pun said.
You can shorten my name to ECZ.
Yes. A ECSZ. That we could change our promo code or just make that an additional promo code. The video that King Caprese sent me was about the Denver Broncos are obviously feeling great about winning a game and then feeling less bad about the fact that their quarterback broke his foot and is not going to play the rest of the season. But there is a segment of Broncos fans they don't give a shit about what happens on the field. And thank you to King Caprese, who shared this in our Discord.
It comes to mind when you think of the Denver Broncos. Tradition? Fourth quarter comebacks? Japanese anime horse girls? New TikTok trend has our team gaining some international fans.
The Broncos are viral right now on TikTok, on the whole Japanese anime side of TikTok. So there's a lot of Uma Musume fans who don't know anything about football. Got it! Getting into the NFL because of the Broncos right now. My name is Kyo, my @ is Kyonatix, and I've been a Broncos fan since I was 12 years old.
So what he's talking about is the announcer was saying that Japanese anime girls, these girls look Japanese to you, is he?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have a boner right now looking at them?
No,
I know your wife's Chinese,
no,
Japanese, but to me they're all the same.
Believe me, we order off the same menu, as they say. These are white girls, and no, right now between the legs, I'm just like you, absolutely nothing. There's nothing happening here.
Yes.
I'm Despair. I go by Dr. Despair on social media platforms. I've been a Broncos fan probably for a couple years now. Yeah.
Which means, since she talked me into putting on this dumb hat.
Uma Musume Pretty Derby. There it is. Well, it's a Japanese racehorse game, and it's really popular. Broncos also really popular with their wins. And then horse. Let's combine them. Let's make edits. It's really simple, actually.
Is it? Did you understand what she just said?
What's funny is I have a friend who has an arcade.
Okay.
He actually has an arcade. I have played the game she's talking about.
Now, see that? I had no idea.
Actually played this. I know exactly what she's talking about. It's huge in Japan.
Okay.
For some reason, it's as big as anything you could imagine when it comes to viral video games.
Do you think that if you were going to do this news piece, you would either wait for Japanese girls to be outside of the studio, or I don't know, put out a notice that you're looking to talk to some instead of getting these two?
Yeah, well, I don't think there are any. This is Denver.
It is Denver. That's true. That's where Tukey lives.
It's just horse. That is the only connection. That's why now the Broncos are officially the Uma Musumes. Yep. The Colts are just a horseshoe with a derby horse. This is one of the Broncos Uma Musume edits. It was one of the first edits that started.
These women are so high right now.
And those of us who podcast know that the best way to share content is to bring it up on your phone and hold it up to a camera or possibly your microphone. And, good instincts by the news producer here.
Japanese ketamine girls. That's what these are.
Yeah. I did thank King Caprese after I saw that. I said, thank you for finding new people for me to hate, because it's not always easy. But what is easy is when EZ sends me clips, there's only a couple of different kinds. It's usually an injury or, what do I say at the end of every episode? Every mic is a hot mic. And this isn't Tom Izzo's fault, but whoever was had a live mic right next to him. Well, we got this.
All is fucking over here. We are not going to be outside over here. I don't give a fuck.
Two big F-bombs by this old man. He is feisty as shit.
After the first one, you probably cut the audio, wouldn't you? But
Right. And then, so that was on the Big Ten Network. They were coming back from commercial, getting a little video of the coach drawing up the play on the dry erase board. And boy, does he.
Yeah. And this one's a little bit more fun. You sent this to me this morning. The national champion, Indiana,
Hoosiers.
Yeah,
Hoosiers.
I think they're the Hoosiers because it's the name of the movie, right?
Christ.
Well, I had to stop because I'm like, isn't that the basketball team? And I'm like, oh, I guess they're both the Hoosiers.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, all right. But this was a fun moment.
Group of guys, I love you guys. Great job. Let's fucking go.
I love an excited. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, and he kind of snuck it in. He said it so fast.
Yeah.
And everybody loves this hyper fucker.
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza, the ADHD just surges through his body.
Yes. Exactly.
He is a hyper fucking dude. My God.
That's what we love here on Who Are These Broadcasters? Profanity where it shouldn't be. Jake Tapper talking to Christy Nome right in front of a live mic. I'm sure a lot of kids got to hear that. So we love stuff like that. So last week at this time, there was a lot of excitement amongst Bears Nation. And they were reveling in the disappointment of Packers fans, which is something that, Eric, you could certainly commiserate with as a Lions fan, the failure of Packers fans. It was big. They even had videos like this from big-time Chicago celebrity Sebastian Maniscalco.
Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears. For 40 years they've been in domination. And all the time has come. To see the Bears in Super Bowl celebration. Domination. Bears Nation.
Sebastian Maniscalco is a very funny comedian, but he's an even funnier dancer, I would say.
I don't hate this or him for some reason. A lot of people say that him and I look like a retarded version of him, by the way.
Yeah, there's a different chromosome count between
right.
you and him.
He's Italian, I'm Armenian. But I don't know why I find him funny, because I usually would hate something like that. And I think eventually I'll probably hate his guts.
Yeah, well, domination is apparently something that from the Bears would have been in all of our best interests, because I didn't realize we could have fixed the timeline if only the Bears were to have won the Super Bowl this year.
What if we're in the wrong timeline because some shit happened that wasn't supposed to happen? So there is a theory that if the Chicago Bears win the Super Bowl, this will completely change our reality. Like 100%.
Tell me more. I'm interested.
Switch our timeline back to the good timeline. People are saying that this can actually reset the timeline and get us out of this absolute hellscape that we've been stuck in since 2016. So here's a chain of events that people.
All right, what happened? Yeah, how did we get in the wrong timeline?
In 2016, the Chicago Cubs broke the curse of the Billy Goat. 70 plus years.
108 years.
Okay.
It's way more than 70, but sure.
One of the longest curses in sports history. They win the World Series. Chicago celebrates. And then 2 days later, our president, Trump, wins presidency. And let's be honest, nobody saw that coming. Everybody thought Hillary had that lock.
I think a lot of people thought that Hillary was going to win. He's right about that. So what I love about this is this video has been out there for a little while, and obviously was making the rounds last week. What I love is the fact that there's like 3 more likes on this version.
Going around that if the Bears win the Super Bowl this year, we're going to be put back on the right timeline. And
I'm not going to play the whole thing again, but because this girl basically saw that video and says everything that guy says.
Right, but she says it with like less of her tongue going through her teeth for S words.
Yes.
Right timeline is for the Bears to win. And like the Bears are like the worst football team. Like I'm a Chicago sports fan. Like I lived there for a long time. My family's from Chicago.
So unfortunately, as we all know, we are stuck in this timeline because maybe next year, maybe something else will happen.
Right. They went to shit in the against the Rams. So
yeah, right. Exactly. It was very cold at Soldier Field over the weekend, and the gang at ESPN was having a little fun. They were talking to somebody who was there live on the scene.
McVay also trying to put the hammer down with his team, saying we are not talking about the cold, we are not dealing with it. He did say that he will.
This guy's dressed like Don Lemon. He's got like the long overcoat with like
subject
the
himself
ninja
to wearing
hood.
a beanie. He's not too tough for that, unlike me. He said he's not going to dress like the Michelin Man out here.
Okay.
But he said after his mom and his wife did get into him that he would at least try to dress somewhat appropriately for this cold weather in Chicago.
No, they cut back to the anchor.
Stafford has 8 straight playoff games.
Yeah,
with multiple passing touchdowns.
That's cute.
What do you think about the guy back in the studio putting on a heavier coat?
He's trying to rub it in on the guy. Yeah, he's having fun with him. I'm here for it.
Okay.
Frankly, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. The guy there in Chicago describes himself in a funny way.
Second longest streak in NFL history.
Do you know? Listen, yes, I look like a child. I look like the kid in the Christmas Story right now.
He does look like the kid in the Christmas Story. You can't put his arms down.
Yeah,
he's just got his. So that was fun. I thought, just being like hanging out in the studio. The guy later says, "Hurry up, I'm sweating." The guy back in the studio. So they're having fun. I like when people have fun. One time to not have fun is when you're the lone cameraman asked to cover a field goal in a very important moment. We'll explain this for our audio audience in a moment.
Palmer for the moment.
Kicks it, and it's
Santos.
I don't know.
Knocks
Was it
it
good?
through.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, because he tilted the camera literally all the way up. Like, I don't know, where did he think this kick was going?
Yeah, he did do that. Fuck.
Yeah. So this gave the Bears the lead briefly, but you wouldn't know it if you were watching. So it's a little nitpicky, but fun like that. So there's a lot of excitement for a play that tied the game, and unfortunately for the Bears, this is the last highlight that they have because they went on to not win the game. None of the calls for the Rams winning and the Bears, I might even call them Cubs a second ago, the Bears losing, they're not as fun, but these are some amazing calls. This is Mike Tirico on NBC.
The men in motion. Williams drifting, sprinting for space, in all kinds of trouble, put it up for grabs in the end zone. Come down! He got it! For the touchdown! They've done it again!
I believe he had gone 26 yards behind the yard of scrimmage, line of scrimmage, which I think the record was 22 before that.
It was amazing. It was a great call. And the fact that fucking fucker threw that ball so fucking far while backpedaling, how the hell did he do that?
Yeah, right, exactly. And I don't know how any of that happened. It seemed like, all right, well, I felt like the game was going to end right there, but it didn't. Here's the national radio call from Westwood One.
And in the gun is the quarterback, Caleb Williams. Looks into the nickel. Arms outstretched. 4th down and 4. 14 of the Rams. Shotgun snap. Goes back 4. 4-man rush. He's chased. He's flushed. He's all the way back to the 40. He's backpedaling and throws a pass into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown! Chicago has caught a touchdown pass with Cole Kmet open in the corner.
These are great. I think that's Kevin Holland.
That was huge.
Yeah, that's
Cannot
great.
believe they laid an egg after that, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a moment for me in Game 7 of the 2006 National League Championship Series where Andy Chavez from the Mets reached over the wall and stole a home run from Scott Rowland, so ending the inning. But then the Cardinals won anyway and went on to win the World Series. So you have these moments that stick with you. And there are so many videos I could have shown of bars and restaurants and people watching that play where they stand up and they lose their shit, and people watching it with their kids. But they didn't win the game. So it's all that work for nothing. Easy is my point.
No, that's true. And I anybody who's ever rooted for any team for any amount of time has experienced that.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Buffalo Bills, for example.
Oh, and we're going to get to them in a second. But a fun thing that we do on the show a lot is we like to share international calls. So I'll see how much you like the French one, and we'll decide if we've had enough.
Et bon, pression à 4 une nouvelle fois. Il est chassé. Caleb Williams est obligé de reculer loin. Et très très loin. Caleb Williams qui tente. Ça passe à Villaria. Alléluia. Cole Kmet au bout d'un jeu qui semblait perdu. Au bout d'une saison qui semblait terminée.
So he does throw in a hallelujah, and then at the end,
yeah, boy, it always sounds, it's so pukey, the French language. How do they do that? Or why?
Well, Espanol is usually the fun way for us to enjoy these.
Au bout d'une saison qui semblait terminée.
Williams. Presionado Williams. Muy presionado Williams. Tira un Ave María y...
Something Maria, which I think is Hail Mary.
No.
Recua, vem pressão, ele corre para trás.
Isn't that basically just Spanish?
Joga pro alto e reza.
I don't think so.
Yeah. It is a different language.
Chicago Bears!
Chicago Bears!
Williams musste ausweichen, kriegt viel Druck und wirft ihn jetzt in Richtung Endzone. Das gibt's doch nicht! Cole Kmet! Das gibt's doch nicht! Steht ganz alleine in der Endzone. Was für ein Pass!
Anytime that you hear German yelling, you feel like it all sounds the same as
it always sounds like Hitler.
It always sounds like they found Anne Frank's family hiding in that attic.
Yes.
It's like that. It's that level of excitement. So, yes. So, better luck next year to the Bears. But after the game, they were talking to the Rams, and you sent me this. And it's a really weird phenomenon. I had to watch this again. I'd never seen this before, but I don't think it did what they wanted to. So listen to this.
I'm used to these elements. This is backyard football. What was it like in that moment?
Shoot, that's why we do it, man. That's why we do it.
So they scramble it and play it backwards or something. But he still says shit afterwards.
Right? I thought he said, okay, I wasn't sure if he said shit or shoot.
Well, let's listen again.
Shoot, that's why we do it, man.
You know what? That one might have been shoot. Yeah,
it's debatable. By the way, that's Harrison Mevis.
Yes.
He's the kicker.
Yeah, and he caught the game-winning 42-yard. He didn't get kicked. See what happens when I try to talk so fast.
Right, but he's a fat ass, so they call him the thicker kicker, which I just love that.
I love that, yeah. And he's going to head up to Seattle this weekend, and we'll see what kind of clips we get out of there. A lot of excitement in Los Angeles. That's why we have two teams now, because we hedge our bets a little bit.
There was a time when there weren't any fans going to those games. Is that still the?
They have a really nice stadium now, and I mean there was it almost 30 years. The Raiders and Rams had both left, so there was no one here
because
for
they couldn't get any support for some reason. But I guess now it's different.
Yeah, well, they won that Super Bowl here in LA a few years ago. So one of the things that we know is that there's no crying in baseball, but apparently there's crying in football.
Extremely difficult. I feel like I let my teammates down tonight.
You did.
It's been a long season.
Yeah, I mean they didn't call a safety where he got knocked down that they could have lost the game earlier. It is a bullshit call, the interception call, that the same thing happened in the game the next day and got called the exact opposite. I certainly agree with that part of it, but
I hate how it ended, and that's
sure. I think a lot of people did. Josh,
it's going to stick with me for a long time.
Josh, what did you say to your teammates after the game?
What did you say to your teammates after the game?
I haven't been doing a lot of talking other than I love my teammates, and
they don't love you.
We don't love you, Josh.
I'm disappointed in
2 fumbles, 2 picks.
We're thankful for him.
He said he feels like he let you guys down. How do you react when your quarterback who's done so much for you says that to you guys?
He let us down.
You got to admit it. He's sensitive.
I'm done.
Oh, he's so sensitive. Oh, my God.
Yeah. So
I didn't realize football had so many pussies.
Well, you do learn a lot of things in these moments.
Yeah.
There was probably a moment before the game ever started when Bills fans should have known that it just wasn't going to be their year. It's when this happened.
So happy right now. Because I'm an honest member of what we call the Bills Mafia. I've always considered myself the ultimate member, in fact.
Wolf, I was wondering if you were going to do it. You did, but you're the ultimate member, I think, in my.
So we've got Wolf Blitzer on CNN with like the water buffalo, the hats that Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble would wear to their lodge meetings. And it's almost like when you see something like that, you're like, oh, no.
Yeah, but typically Bills fans are, they're stupid, horrible individuals to begin with. Most of them are a problem. So
I mean, I don't know that I've ever met one that I have any respect for.
These are.
I think producer Chris likes the Bills, so
right.
there's one. Yeah.
All right, these are very odd people to begin with. So
well, yes, sure, yeah, exactly.
Him being their leader, that tracks.
Yeah. So interestingly, breaking down the game live during Good Morning Football, they bring on their expert, and I'll let that unfold because I know people love when I over-explain the clips.
Interesting development where the game ends and you're like, go Broncos, great job, great win. And then moments later, all the air goes out of the room and we find the news about Bo Nix. Can you tell us the process about how you heard this and where do we stand?
Go ahead, Rep.
No, I cannot, Kyle.
Go ahead,
you got breaking news?
I'll be with you 1 second.
Yeah. All right, let's hang.
I'll be with you guys in a second.
All right. So, Ian, we were scheduled to just do the standard Ian, what's up? And then Ian.
So Ian Rappaport is about to start talking, and he looks down at his phone. You can see him. He's got a very surprised look as he looks down on his phone, talking to the great Kyle Brandt, former producer for the Jim Rome Show, and really made a name for himself. And so Rappaport is like, I actually can't talk right now. So they vamp, and they come back around, and KB is just wondering when they might get him back.
You can think about it as Ian Rappaport.
What is Ian doing? I was about to talk about Bo Nix, and you see these moments, these viral moments where insiders are on their phone on the air, and I respect it because the game is the game. But Ian was like in a moment, and I was worried that maybe it was a personal issue, but I'm told it's not. I have a feeling, and I don't know. So if you've just been watching, Ian is like, I can't speak. Like, he's got business he got to do. I have a feeling it's going to be coaching related.
Of course.
Oh, all right. Okay. Hot take from Kyle Brandt.
Well, we just had all these games. Maybe there's some sort of weird injury news, like a player is out or something.
Any weirder than what we just dealt with?
Oh, here we go.
All right, everybody's having fun. Ian Rappaport. All right, let's have fun.
Okay, so here he comes.
Yours.
Sources tell the insiders that the Buffalo Bills have fired Sean McDermott, the Buffalo Bills head coach. It is not exciting news. It is unfortunate news.
They were ready to have fun, weren't they? And Ian Rappaport was like, nope. I mean, it's people can Bills fans can feel the way they want about it, but he's like, all right, Ian, go ahead.
There's a meeting right now to discuss this, to inform the coaches and those inside the Buffalo Bills building that Sean McDermott is now out. He has been.
Yeah, so that's how it unfolded. It was literally like they were about to go to him about some other bullshit just to fill time, and he's like, "Hold on, I'm gonna have a scoop for you." So I thought that was fun, the way everybody's trying to do a fun show, and Ian's like,
That's cool though that it did happen that way. That type of broadcast, that organic type of moment like that. They pieced it all together without going to break. I'm guessing they just kind of ran with it and did it.
Yeah, no, it's like
not easy to do.
It turned into the moment in MASH when they found out that McLean Stevenson's helicopter had crashed. And again,
Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
You come here for the topical references.
Even I'm older than you, and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, it's a sad moment.
Speaking of old, don't you have a birthday coming up?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know why I would have told you. Perhaps Super Bowl Sunday, and perhaps
you're going to be 50. The big 50, I think, ladies and gentlemen. So if anybody wants to leave Christian a message, you can call in.
Yeah, if anybody wants to leave me a voicemail message,
there you go.
You can do it
585-612-1388. Talk about how much he sucks dick. 585-612-1388. Celebrating his birthday, Super Bowl
that was
Sunday.
your thing.
Big 50.
And by the way, we don't have the official announcement for the lineup, but we will be doing our Super Bowl halftime counter programming show here on the Furries Podcast YouTube channel. So tune in for WATB. Listen, I know a lot of you out there are probably Bad Bunny fans. You can have Bad Bunny on the background. Don't worry. Me and Easy are going to bring it for you guys.
We're competing against Bad Bunny, and we're competing against Turning Point USA,
who refuses to announce their lineup. So,
okay, well, it's going to be
Ted Nugent and Kid Rock.
Yes, and guy who sings "Proud to Be an American."
Oh, yes,
that little fucker.
Lee Greenwood would be there.
Yes, Lee Greenwood.
There's one corner where football fans were very excited over the weekend, and that's in New England. So we check on our buddy Hogdale, who gets featured a lot over on Barstool.
Fucking go, boys! Let's fucking go! The fucking Pats get it done! They play the Houston Texans, they host them in Foxborough, the vaunted defense, 2000 Ravens 2.0 apparently. They get the fucking job done. Was it pretty? No!
So Hogdale's,
haircut.
He might have had his first boner, but I'm not sure. I don't want to theorize.
Jesus Christ.
So obviously it's the NFL playoffs. There's a heartbreak in various corners across the country, but it is the MLB offseason, and a friend of ours needed to check in after the Dodgers' most recent signing about a week ago. Kyle Tucker, one of the most sought-after free agents, signed with the Dodgers.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Kyle Tucker to the Dodgers? I thought he was gonna be a fucking Met. Of all things. What are we looking at, a three-peat now? You fucking pussy. What's going on? MLB, do something. Enough is enough. Boom!
I pointed a pretend firearm at his head. Remember, he's a Yankees fan, but he's like many people. He's tired of watching the Dodgers sign pretty much everyone.
That's what the Yankees have done forever.
Yeah, right, exactly. So
shut the fuck up, you stupid Bronx cocksucker.
And there would be the irony in it. It's like, the thing that the Yankees always did back when they had an owner who would spend money. So the Mets did miss out on Kyle Tucker. They signed a shortstop who will be playing third base named Bo Bichette, who was on the roster for the Blue Jays in the World Series. And a lot of teams thought they had a good chance to get him, including the Philadelphia Phillies, who, during this show, the news broke that he had actually signed with the Mets.
I don't want to say want Bichette back because he's an excellent hitter and you want that type of player in your lineup, but it feels like the Blue Jays have potentially...
What? It just broke?
Bo
Bichette? Bo Bichette to the Mets?
What?
Why? They have Simeon, Lindor, and Vientos.
Yeah, figure it out.
What? The Mets? Are you bleeping kidding me?
When Philly fan is pissed, I'm happy.
Yeah, this must have been simulcast on radio because he's like, "Are you bleeping kidding me?"
Oh my God!
The Mets? Here's the thing.
Where's he playing? Who are they moving?
So he's gonna have to.
What
is he gonna?
Anyway, so these guys go on. They're baffled.
Yeah, the whole thing is them going, "What?
What? Yeah. So
I can't believe it. What?"
I like this summary of what happened because by all accounts, the Phillies thought they had a deal in place when everybody went to bed the night before, and then the next morning this happened.
Been talking about for the past 10 days, And then to hear the Bichette deal so close and then falling apart, what do you think?
All right, so Jim Salisbury here is going to summarize it for us.
Yeah, it feels like the Lufthansa heist at LaGuardia, in Goodfellas. I mean, the Mets play right next to LaGuardia.
Great reference.
And they swooped in and cut the Phillies off at the pass.
The way to make a reference like that work is to slow it down, stumble over it, and explain what it is. As somebody who does all of those things,
I don't get it, and I know what that means.
Yeah, exactly. So there were differing reactions, of course, throughout the city of brotherly love, and in that general area. I'm not even sure of this fella's name.
We just lost out to the Mets. Bo Bichette. We just lost out. Middleton. What happened to stupid money?
What's wrong with
overpay? Because it's 3 years, 126. You want your trophy back?
Does he have an oboe reed in his throat or something? Why does he sound like that?
I don't know.
Where is Bichette? You lost out to the Mets. It's unthinkable.
Oh.
I mean, it is the kind of the thing you want because
this is why I hate Italians.
Oh, this is why. I was always wondering.
Oh.
So, Easy, that if something happens in Philadelphia sports and people get upset, there's really only one person.
Oh, no, Brody, bro.
But this is interesting because this is him filling in on the radio. So he can't use some of the colorful language so this is on WIP, which is the big station there.
Full circle moment. Radio stations are hiring these ham and egg podcasts.
Oh yeah, he's on somewhat regularly actually, but he's hosting a show, filling in for somebody.
Very best to keep my cool, but damn it, there's no way in hell that's going to happen because Dave Dombrowski is delusional. The Phillies are a dysfunctional mess.
Yeah.
7 years, 200 for Bo Bichette. That was never going to get the job done. He got 126 in 3 years. There's opt-outs all over the place nowadays for these free agents.
I don't like him when he can't swear. I know you hate him all the time, but he's so held back. I don't like this. I don't like him this way.
Yeah, no one actually gives a shit about hot takes and opinions on sports from who knows who.
Yeah.
That's what this entire format has been relegated to. No one's really actually having any fun. It's just people with fake mad barking on about whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Nick Turturro looks like he hasn't had fun since he was on NYPD Blue. He's probably going to have a heart attack. And I don't know about Brody,
Yet Preston Mattingly, our general manager, said not too long ago that they don't do opt-outs. Oh, okay. So you don't do what the league does to get the premier talent in this league.
Can you imagine if there was a Mrs. Brody Bro and him, verbally abusing her in that voice?
Yeah. Oh, so you thought we were going to have meatloaf tonight? We're not having meatloaf. What are you fucking doing to me? Oh, I'm on the radio. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Well, that's the end of that part of the story. I want to end with one more moment. This is from Nightcap, which is one of our favorite shows with Ocho Cinco. As the, it's your favorite show because it gives you the chance to, do your impression that everybody loves,
That's right. Yep.
So it's get ready for Easy's Shannon Sharp. But what we have here is Chad Ochocinco trying to explain something.
I've been to Charlotte twice. I've been to Raleigh. I've been to Raleigh twice.
You mean Raleigh?
Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
That's how you say it? How you say it again?
Raleigh.
You for real?
For real?
But it's spelled R-A-L-E-I-G-H.
Yeah. Raleigh.
That's Raleigh.
Close enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she was nice too, huh? She was nice too, boy.
He's talking about some girl that he used to bang in Raleigh.
Don't worry about it.
So
don't worry about it. It's Raleigh.
This is a great clip in a vacuum, but a local station in Raleigh decided to have some fun, and they put together this montage.
Then Raleigh, your number one source for local news. WRAL News, coverage you can count on.
Good morning, everyone. We're here to get your Friday started. A lot happening. I'm Renee Chu.
And I'm Chris Thundergood. Thank you so much for watching WRAL News, Raleigh's number one news source for all your traffic, weather.
And we're looking at a much better chance for rain. It looks like we could see scattered showers during the day Saturday, especially in Raleigh. It looks like Durham also could see.
I'm Elizabeth Holmes. It is now 10:30 on this Friday morning, and we are taking a live look from Raleigh-Durham Airport.
I don't know why this chick's wearing a burlap sack, by the way.
Yeah, she is. And the other one had a broken leg. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I didn't. But
previous one
I kind of
has a broken leg.
I got no problem checking that out. All right. So anyway, Ocho Cinco got some attention. Do you know what has to have happened to you in your life to be the dumb one on that show?
Oh,
to be the
precisely.
idiot.
Well, that's the thing. Shannon isn't dumb. He just sounds dumb.
Yes.
And that's because of all that he does when he talks. It's Raleigh. It just, there's something that's going on in his mouth that makes him sound stupid. But Chad's super dumb.
Well, and it's fun too because he knows how Raleigh's spelled. You could see him. He's like, no, it's Raleigh. And he's like, Raleigh. He's like, no.
Yeah, you can't talk to anybody like that. They're just so stupid. And I that's not a bad dynamic between those two. One fucker sounds stupid, but isn't. The other one is stupid.
Yeah. No, exactly. So I wanted to make sure that I got that to you because I know how much you enjoy that show. And I miss him with Stephen A. Shannon Sharp.
Right. He's done now. He was done so after that incident when he said he was going to strangle the chick or some shit.
It's been about a year. Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
he's done so. He is in our realm now.
Yeah, right. He's right there with us and Don Lemon.
Right.
So.
Right.
Well, easy. We started an earlier time, so that is our show for this week. Please let everybody know where they can find you.
Well, several places. First of all, I'm on Twitch on my free platform, at Eric Zane Live on Twitch. The audio podcast is available wherever you download shows. I go live 10 a.m. Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. on Friday, and I have a Patreon. Patreon.com/Eric Zane, featuring nudity.
A couple of things from the free chat, just real quick. King Caprese points out, I love him referring to the heist, the Lufthansa heist, as a thing that happened in a movie instead of course, an event that actually happened in real life. And Trucker Andy from the All Apologies podcast wants to know, is this show just crying old men now? And my buddy, Raging Rhino Pod, says, I go for walks at a nearby park where a parrot at a house in an adjacent neighborhood squawks every morning. I'd rather hear that annoying screech than that fool. So I think Raging Rhino is on the same page as you with
Brody, bro, what are they doing here?
And remember how just last week I said we weren't going to have to hear from him for a while, and then
they put him on the radio of all the things.
Yeah, he's on WIP.
All right, we've got some hard hit. We've got some spots to fill. Let's bring in this retard.
I know. And yet I haven't been on the radio in a decade, but you know what? Who cares? Nobody cares anymore. That's fine. I'm not taking it personally.
Yeah, they gave him fucking Wawa gift cards. Fuck that guy.
I would love some Wawa gift cards. I'll take them. And there's no Wawas anywhere near here. In any case, you can find me on my personal podcast, the Blattcast, BLADTCAST. And of course, 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal, hosted by Brian Slagle. You can download that everywhere you listen to podcasts. And we have a YouTube channel where you can see the full versions of the interviews. So we'll be back at our normal time next week. And by then, I think we'll be able to let you know what's happening on Super Bowl Sunday. But you can already start making your plans. That will be the counter programming to the counter programming. We'll be better than Turning Point USA. I feel pretty confident that
100%. And next week there's more on this fucking bear that's underneath Ken Johnson's house.
Yeah. I don't know how long I want to drag it out. I might tell the next two levels of the next two chapters of the story. There's
bullshit.
There's a lot going on over there.
You go with your gut, Christian Blatt.
Okay. All right, yeah. The big reveal will be halftime at the Super Bowl, like what's going on with the bear. It'll just be me and you having bear meat sandwiches.
I don't want to give anything away, but what are the what percentage do you think on the possibility for our alternate programming Super Bowl show special guest?
Very good. Yeah, I think there will be a special guest that I have.
The one you were telling me about earlier?
The one that I told you about earlier that I can't say for sure.
Have you broached the topic with the soul?
I broached a different topic, and then this is the next topic. It's a whole thing. There's a way that you have to handle people.
I know there is a method to the madness. I'm sure.
So JFK Head Chunk says, "R.I.P. Ken Johnson." Hey, no spoilers. Come on. What if there is a video of the bear just eating him?
I love Ken.
And our buddy Chris Tuthill says, "Good show. Cheers. Fuck Don Lemon." Anyway, nothing else that we need to show from the chat. That is our show, but this is sad, really, because I got to read all of the $2 chats.
We made $6.
Yeah,
we made $6. Well, I think we got more for Labyrinth Mystic signing up for his third month.
I think
I don't know what that breaks down to. I think we made $7.
That's $5 right there, but
okay,
who knows when he signed up? So
okay, wow.
So
okay,
basically, between you and Carl, we each have like $1.20. I think
it's a labor of love, and we didn't do this for the money.
No,
you know.
Oh my! Imagine if we did do this for the money.
Yeah, I wouldn't be frustrated even if we earned $0. You're not going to get me doing anything more than just saying I'm so glad to be here.
Yes, same here. But please don't try that. Don't give us $0. Buy your tickets for Hackamania and use the promo code Bears. If everybody who saved their super chat money, they instead just go to hackamania.com, use promo code Bears. You'll save 10%. And you'll also very likely see both of these faces here. This is what I said at the beginning of the show. I'm saying it again. Promo code Bears. So we'll be back next week at our regular time of 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Until then, this is Christian Bladt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic. And happy Tuesday. Don Lemon can eat a dick. Maybe change the promo code to Rams. No, promo code Bears. Promo code Bears. And yes, homo code. Bears could catch you some gay tickets. Whatever it takes to sell tickets. And got the Red Wings hat there. We will see you next Tuesday.